Okay, so let's continue on with some more word problems, since you guys loved them so much yesterday. These are consecutive integer problems, okay? Consecutive. Ethan, what does consecutive mean to you? Yeah, I mean, that's a definition of it. In mathematics, when we say consecutive, we usually mean like the next. Okay? In this case, we're talking about the next numbers. Okay, so we need to solve, yeah, 46, 47, 48 are consecutive integers, okay? So, let's do a few of these for example, and then you guys can have all kinds of fun doing these. Number one, find two consecutive integers whose sum is 45. So what's going to be my first consecutive integer? It's an unknown, right? So what do we use for unknown values? X. Okay, X is going to be my first number. What's going to be my second number? Well, let me ask you this. Okay, suppose I had the number 2. What would be my next number? 3. So my first number is 2, my second number is 3. What do I do to 2 to get to 3? Add 1. So I'm just going to take my first number and I'm going to add 1. That's my second number. And luckily, everybody has been doing translations of verbal words to mathematical symbols, right? We've been doing that for quite a while. So what does the sum mean? Add. Okay, so I'm going to add these two numbers together. So I'm going to take my first number, add the second number, so plus my second number is x plus 1. What does it equal? 45. All I have to do is solve for x. I know you can do this in your head, but as these problems get more difficult, it's not as easy. Okay, I'm going to combine like terms. Here's my x, here's my x. 2x plus 1 equals 45. Subtract 1. Well, because you're, never mind. All right, so I get 2x equals 44. And divide both sides, 22. I'm sorry, 2. I get 22. I don't like you anymore, Ethan. Okay, so my first number is 22. How do you know? Because 22 plus 1 is 23. Wonderful. All right, smarty. Number 3, find 3 consecutive integers whose sum is 33. Okay, what's going to be my first number? X. So x plus 1 is going to be my second number. X plus 2. My third number. Okay, so the sum is 33, so I'm going to add them all together. So here's x, my first one. Going to add my second one, x plus 1. And I add my third one, x plus 2. And they're going to equal 33. Okay, combine some like terms. 1x, 1x, 1x gives me 3x. There's a constant plus 1. There's a constant plus 2. I get a plus 3. Subtract 3 from each side. I get 3x. Equals 30. Divide both sides by coefficient 3. And I get x equals 10. So my first number is 10. To my second number,
11, 12.
Do they equal 33? Yes, they do. How about number 5? You can do 6. If I do 5, you can do 6. Okay, so what's going to be my first consecutive even number? What are my even numbers? Give me some examples. 4, 6, 8. Okay, they go on. So my first even one is just going to be x What's going to be my second even number? X plus 2. Who said that? Awesome. Okay, if I'm here at x, number 2, the number 2, to get to the number 4, the next even one, I have to add 2 to 2 to get 4. Say that 10 times. All right, now I'm going to add them up, set them equal to 26. So x plus 2 equals 26. Combine like terms. A 2x. My constant plus 2 equals 26. Subtract 2 from both sides. I get 2x equals 24. Divide both sides by 2. And x equals 12. Not so bad, right? What's my next even integer then? X plus 2. Not so bad. How about odd integers? What are my odd integers? It's the same thing. X is going to be my first one, x plus 2 my second one, right? You want me to do an example of that? Do you need it? All right, I'll just do number 7. X is my first odd integer. X plus 2, that's how I get to my next odd integer. Okay, so I'm going to add those together. X plus 2 equals 128. Combine like terms. I need two. All right, 2x plus 2 equals 128. Subtract 2 from both sides. I get 2x equals 126. Divide both sides by 2. And my x equals, let's see, 63.
Maybe.
And my next odd is going to be 5.
About it.
Ooh, how about number 9? Find 3 consecutive even integers.
Oh.
Okay, what's my first even integer? Okay, what's going to be my next or my second even integer? How do I get from 2 to 4? Add 2, right? It's going to be x plus 2. Now, how am I going to get to my third even integer? Two, 4, 6. How do I get to here? Starting here, how do I get to 6? Add 4. Okay. Now it says the sum is 54. So, yeah, you could just do 3x plus 6, but it's okay to put them all in there and then combine them. So here's 1x, 2x, 3x. And here's a constant 2 and a constant 4 gives me 6. Okay, solve for x. Subtract 6 from both sides. So I get 3x equals 48. Divide both sides by 3. And my x equals 16. So my first even integer is 16 plus 2, 18 plus 4, 20. Okay. Questions, comments, concerns? Let's check the back. I think there's some tricky problems there. Length of the sides of the triangle are consecutive odds. So what are you going to be your numbers? X equals first odd. What's going to be my next odd integer? How do I get from 1 to 3? Yeah. Okay, so let's see. 15 just says consecutive integers. So what's going to be my first one? X. Okay, so if my X, what's that? In my rectangle, first integer is X. I'm going to use it for my length. What's my next integer? What's my next one? How do I get from 1 to 2? I'm just going to add 1 to it because it's not an odd or an even. It just says next consecutive integer, right? Okay. So if this length is X, my width is going to be X plus 1. Think about this for a second. We're in a rectangle, right? What's the length of this side? X. It's the same as the other length. So this one is going to be X plus 1. Now, you can use either formula, right? Perimeter, you can add up all the sides. But there's kind of a shortcut for perimeter, right? You could take 2 times the length plus 2 times the width. Either one, I don't care. You're going to get the same answer. All right, so let's do this. We can add up all the sides. I get X plus 1 plus X plus X plus 1. And my perimeter is 78. Combine my like terms, 1x, 2x, 3x, 4x. And my constants, 1 plus 1. See, plus 2 equals 78. Yep, I'm going to subtract 2 from both sides. I get 4x equals 76. Divide by 4. And I get x equals, let's see, 119. Okay, so the length actually length is usually, well, not necessarily. So my length is 19 or width, and my width or length is going to be 20. Oh, you could always check, right? 19 plus 20 plus 19 plus 20, does that equal 78? Yeah.